When the noise of the world fades and the heart begins to listen, we discover that the greatest lessons are not written in books, but whispered through the people we love.
Hello everyone, I am Devashini. From my background itself, I guess you all can guess what am I going to review today. And today I am going to review about a book that I recently discovered. And that is Tuesdays with Morrie. Today I want to share with you all a book that feels like less reading and it is like more into stepping into a quiet conversation. With wisdom itself, gentle, timeless, and deeply human. Before we dive into the book review about Tuesdays with Morrie, I would like to share about the author, Mitch Albom, who also wrote the two best books, which is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven and also The Timekeeper. And this book says more than 11 million copies is printed from the 1997 until now. And let's see what other people are saying about this book. And the Philadelphia Inquirer says that Mitch Albom's book is a gift to mankind. And also Los Angeles Times says that a wonderful book, a story of the heart, told by a writer with soul. Yes? Okay, maybe Amy Tan says that this is a true story that shines and leaves you forever warmed by its afterglow. Yes, that's true. And this book contains a very simple words, not a complicated words, and it can be read by everyone all over the world. And let's see about Mitch Albom. See, Mitch Albom. Okay, let's see. Mitch Albom is the author of the international bestseller, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, as well as 6 other books. And you have written 6 other books also. Okay, now let's see. What is this book about? I would like to give a short summary about this book. And at its heart, Tuesday with Morrie is the story of Mitch Albom, who is the author of this book, reconnecting with his old college professor, Morrie Sedgwick. Morrie is in final stage of ALS. For anyone unfamiliar with ALS, it is a disease where the nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord slowly die. Over the time, the body loses its ability to move, to speak, or even to breathe. But the mind remains sharp. Imagine being fully awake but slowly trapped inside a failing body. That was Morrie's reality. Yet, instead of hiding away, Morrie chose to teach until every end. Every Tuesday, Mitch would visit him, and together they would talk about life's biggest lessons. So that's a very short summary about this book. Okay, so how do I feel about this book? Honestly, I'll give a solid 10 out of 10 for this book, because it is not just a book that you read once and put it aside, but a book carry with you, one that keeps reminding about what is truly life is about. If you are interested, you can find these Tuesdays with Morrie in most bookstores like Popular, and even you can find it via online. Even I bought it in online. This price is usually about $8 or even about RM 30 to 45 in Malaysia ringgit. And trust me, for the kind of wisdom it carries, it worth every cent. This book has been shelved since 1997. Yet it never feels outdated because love, forgiveness, family, and facing death. These are timeless lessons. I leave you with one last thought from Morrie. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out the love and to learn let it come in. And maybe, just maybe, if we remember that, we start living the better life. To make this review more interesting, I have invited someone who also have read Tuesdays with Morrie and was very touched by it. And let's welcome Dasha! Hi Dasha, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for accepting my invitation to review about Tuesdays with Morrie. So let's dive into our first question. So, what made you decide to read this Tuesdays with Morrie book?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to talk about this book. It's one of my favorites too.
Oh, that's cool. So Dasha, the next question is about when you started to reading it, what was your first impression?
It felt very simple but emotional. I like how the story felt real. It's like listening to two people having a heart-to-heart talk.
Yeah, I felt that too when I was reading this book. Morrie's character is really touched my heart. He was suffering from ALS, but he still stayed positive. How did it feel you or impact you?
It made me think that how strong he was. Even when he knew his time was short, instead of giving up, he shared his wisdom with others.
Yes, that's really true. So each Tuesday in this book gives some lesson for us, like love, family, forgiveness, and so on. What is the lesson you got from this book?
I love how simple and natural it is. It doesn't feel like reading. It feels like listening to a story.
Yes, that's true. So Dasha, I really want to ask you, after you finish reading this book, what are the lessons or anything, your life lesson you want to follow or do you remember?
To always value time and people around me. Sometimes we forget to say thank you, and this book reminded me how important it is.
Yes, I also felt that too. We have to thank everyone who gave us some lessons in our life. Dasha, before we end our interview session, I would like to ask you if you could describe this Tuesdays with Morrie book with one word, what it will be?
I'd say heartwarming.
A nice choice. For me, I will say it is timeless because this book is published written in 1997, but it still fit for today's life lessons. Out of 10, how much will you give to this book?
9 out of 10 definitely. It made me cry, reflect, and smile at the same time.
Oh, that's wonderful. For me, I would like to give 10 out of 10 because it is a very must-read book by everyone all around the world and it gives me some life lessons. So viewers, that's all from this review session about Tuesdays with Morrie book. Thank you very much Dasha for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really a meaningful talk.
Thank you everyone who has joined me from the start till the end of this book review. And remember that what Morrie said, the important thing in our life is to learn how to give out love and let it come in. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning and keep spreading love. And signing out with this wonderful book.